Saturday night, the Lowell Police responded to a Wilder Street residence for an unresponsive male. We later learned that that individual, identified as Eril Ligonde, was a victim of a homicide. Last night, we put out the word to the public and members of the media to help us in locating the suspect in this case, Anthony Massetti. As a result, our law enforcement partners at Chelmsford Police Department were today able to locate Massetti and place him under arrest without incident. Chelmsford Police located him today at about 1:30 this afternoon in an area known to be frequented by members of the homeless community. At the time of his arrest, Massetti was found to be in possession of a handgun belonging to Mr. Ligonde. He was booked at the Chelmsford Police Department, transported to Lowell Police Department, and will be arraigned tomorrow at Lowell District Court. As to the incident that gave rise to this arrest on Saturday night, September 28th, at about 10 after 5 in the evening, Lowell Police responded to a 911 call that had been made by a tenant of Mr. Ligonde's on Wilder Street. He was looking for Mr. Ligonde in the house and had occasion to go to the basement. There he found Mr. Ligonde on the floor suffering from apparent blunt force trauma. The victim was later pronounced dead on the scene. Case was referred to the office of the chief medical examiner, who on Sunday determined that the cause of death was blunt force injuries. The investigators subsequently determined that Anthony Massetti, who was known to Mr. Ligonde, had been at the residence in the days leading up to the attack. The preliminary investigation suggests that Massetti attacked Mr. Ligonde on Friday before fleeing that residence. After following up on several leads, police requested help from law enforcement partners, media, and members of the public in locating Mr. Massetti. This is an ongoing investigation being conducted by our office, the Lowell Police Department, and the state police assigned to our office with the assistance of the Chelmsford Police. We do expect that additional charges will be brought against Mr. Massetti. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Superintendent Richardson.
Thank you, Madam District Attorney. Again, we asked for help from our law enforcement partners and the public, and both stepped up to the plate today. Many of our residents had reached out to our offices today where they ran into him out in the street or made phone calls to the PD with sightings that they thought was our suspect. Many of those didn't turn out until Chelmsford was actually able to find our suspect out in Chelmsford along the river. But again, I would like to thank the public for having the faith in us that we would find this person. This person basically got picked up under 48 hours with the help of our partners. So again, I'd like to thank them and thank the public. Thank you.
Understanding that we're at a very preliminary stage in the investigation, we'll be happy to take your questions.
Had the suspect been temporarily living there, or what was going on? Do you know?
We did not know him to be connected to that Chelmsford location until he was found there today.
At the victim's house, though, was he living there for a few days?
Not that we know of, no.
Just visiting?
He had been seen around the residence in the latter part of last week.
And the victim lived alone?
It's our understanding the victim lived alone there, yes, although there were several rental units within the house.
And do you believe he was killed in the basement or taken to the basement?
Preliminarily, we believe the incident took place in the basement.
And any weapons used?
That's a piece of the investigation, but it does appear to be blunt force trauma.
But you believe he stole his handgun afterwards?
Yes.
Anything else taken from the house?
We don't know that yet.
Previous run-ins with this suspect in the past?
We're not going to be commenting on that. You'll hear that at the arraignment tomorrow. Anybody else have any questions? Thank you very much.